Yo, what's good? What's poppin', y'all? This is your raw vegan homeboy. What's going on? Today, man, I just kind of want to talk about health and wellness, and just kind of blabber a little bit. Getting ready to wash my dishes, so I'm kind of bored. So I figured I need something to do while I wash dishes. I'm already doing something, but it's fucked up when you get bored doing something and you need something to do something to get your mind off what you're doing. I don't know, but fuck it, I'm just gonna roll with it. All right. But anyway, man, I just wanted to tell you, man. A lot of people ask me like, why do I want to get so healthy? A lot of people ask me like, why am I so passionate about what I do? Well, I'm gonna tell you the story, okay? And you've heard this story probably numerous of times if you watch my videos. At one point, man, I was like 200 pounds, okay? I was at my heaviest in 2000, I think it was 2009, I believe, something like that. And I had to do something about it, man. I was big, but I wasn't like, how can I say it? I was chubby, but I wasn't fat. You know what I'm saying? I was chubby, but I wasn't fat. And I tell you like this, a lot of people said that I look good with my weight. I was carrying my weight around pretty good, but I had chubby cheeks. I had, I'm just gonna be real with you. I had a big ass and stretch mark all on my ass and shit, man. I was like, and at that time, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was like, whatever, I'm getting big. But one time I was working for a transportation company, and when I was working for the transportation company, sorry about that. I was working for the transportation company one day, and I was eating a plate that I had gotten from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And I had got one of those plates where I had mac and cheese, fried chicken, banana pudding, and I think there was something else on it. I don't know, but that's what I was usually getting at that time. You know what I'm saying? And this particular Walmart I went to, I didn't know them personally, but some of the Haitian women that that worked in there, they hooked it up, boy. I mean, that big styrofoam square plate, you got like the two holes, the two side things indented in the back, and then you got the main dish right there in the middle. They always hook me up in the meat part, because they always put like the chicken or whatever in that big old section right there, So one day they hooked me up. I went down to went inside my van to eat my lunch or whatever, right? So that's what I did. So about 20 minutes after I got through eating my food, I felt this crushing sensation on my heart, like somebody was just, trying to squeeze it or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was probably a heartburn, but I took it as a sign of I need to, start eating healthy, or, I might have more conditions like this in the future that are a whole lot more worse. You know what I'm saying? But ever since then, man, I've been eating a whole foods diet. Like I was experimenting a little bit. What the hell? Oh, I probably forgot to wash this. Damn. I was experimenting with different types of foods. I was experimenting with grass-fed meats, grass-fed milk, free-range eggs, and then from there, you know what I'm saying, I lost the taste for beef. It just happened. I didn't really notice it, but I stopped going to McDonald's. I stopped eating beef, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, I did away with chicken, and I had gotten to a point where I would just buy organic meats. I was buying organic meats, you know what I'm saying? And it just happened, man. It just you just kind of fall into it. Once you get into a healthy lifestyle, you basically just fall into it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. I just basically fell into it. So after I was Oh, that's good. Yeah. After I was eating like free range chicken and grass fed beef and stuff like that, I cut off beef, started eating free range chicken and wild fish, and other fruits and vegetables. Okay, so for about a month later, my body was talking to me again. I gave up chicken. Didn't really think nothing of it. I just the way it happened. I was eating mainly fish every day. A lot of tuna, some fish once in a while, but mainly tuna though. And I got to the point where my body started to reject fish. So, hey, I became vegetarian. Didn't really know it really until like maybe a month or two later. I'm like, damn, I'm vegetarian. I'm not buying no meat. There's no meat products in my home. I was eating I was drinking grass-fed milk, eating free-range eggs, dairy. I was eating grass-fed dairy. You know what I'm saying? So, it happened. That's just the way it happened. And I noticed it changed, and I went from 200. When I was vegetarian, I lost like 40 pounds. So when I went from 200 to 160. Okay, then when I became vegan, I lost an additional 20 pounds. Okay, from 160 like to 140. Just roughly estimating. You know what I'm saying? And I became vegan. About 2 or 3 years after I adopted a whole foods diet. You know what I'm saying? I felt great. My eczema, I had eczema, bad eczema. My eczema went away. My asthma got reduced. I still have a little bit of asthma if it gets too cold, but it is what it is. But my eczema went away. I noticed my mental clarity was a little bit better. I can still work on it a little bit, but I noticed I had more energy. My muscles were popping out a little bit more. I didn't have that belly no more. Just amazing things, man. Then, it's kind of funny because when I went vegan, I didn't know it. I didn't know what that type of lifestyle was. So I had to go on Google and type in, okay, when a person does not eat any animal products. Because I noticed I didn't want any type of animal products, but I didn't know what type of lifestyle that was. So when I did the search on Google, vegan came up. I'm like, well, that's what I am? Okay. Because I knew what vegetarian was, but I didn't know what vegan was. So for like 8 years now, for like 5 years before I became raw vegan, I was regular vegan for 7 years. Yeah, 7 years I was raw vegan. Yeah, 7 years I was like raw vegan, just, but I was experimenting with different stuff. Now, you have different types. When you become a vegan, you kind of have different types of vegans, okay? Okay, you got your beginner vegan that, when you first are vegan, you start to eat foods that remind you of meat, like the hot dogs and some of the vegan burgers and stuff like that, okay? That's kind of like beginner vegan, okay? Intermediate is when you started getting more nutritious about the food you eat. Like, okay, does this have a certain amount of vitamin E? Does this have a certain amount of vitamin D? I'm just talking off the top of my head, but when you become an intermediate vegan, you're like, okay, I want to eat foods that have more nutritional value as opposed to taste. Because you have a lot of vegan foods out there like Oreos and different snacks and stuff. They're vegan, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're healthy for you. Okay. And then you have your experienced vegans. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, your experienced vegans really don't eat a lot of processed foods, like a lot of the processed vegan cheeses, a lot of the processed vegan snacks, and that includes some of the vegan hot dogs, because some of those foods, even though they're vegan, they may still have like an abundance of chemicals in them, which make them unhealthy. You know what I mean? So I can pretty much say I'm an experienced vegan. Okay. I mean, that's just for me. I don't know what y'all think, but I really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always open to, for new suggestions, I'm always open to learn. That's not saying that I'm not open to learn. Okay? But so after 7 years of being a vegan, I noticed my body was changing and it wanted to go to a different level. Okay? And that's when I became a raw vegan. You know what I'm saying? And I did not want to become a raw vegan. I was like, fuck no, I cannot become a raw vegan. Not gonna happen. I was like, you know how some eaters talking about, they say they're not gonna go vegan, end up going vegan. That's how I was. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go raw vegan. I'm staying vegan. I like cooked food. I'm always gonna eat cooked food. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes your body, you gotta listen to your body, man. And that's one thing I learned as a vegan in general, and as a person who is on a whole foods diet. You have to listen to your body. You got to listen to your body, because your body, that's how you get around. I mean, your body's what carries you into the next day or whatever. You feel me? So after listening to my body and saying, okay, just give it in and saying, okay, body, fuck it, I'll go raw vegan. It took a while getting used to, because I wasn't getting all my calories in. Any type of diet that you do, you got to do your research. You feel me? So that's what I was doing. I was just like, doing my research and, just, experimenting. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I made a few mistakes, but I did my research, got back on track, and, talked to other raw vegans who have been raw vegan for like 15 years or more. Hung out around a lot of raw vegans and talk to them and stuff like that. And today I can say, man, it's been 1 year since I've been a raw vegan. 1 full year. Okay. Now, my body wanted me to go to another level. Well, actually, I was persuaded to go to another level by one of my homegirls who's on a she's not raw vegan, but she's on a ketogenic vegan diet. Okay. Now, when you go keto, it's very hard, because your choices of food. Now, you thought raw vegans were limited to one to eat. When you go ketogenic, oh man, it's like, this is the short line. This is what raw vegans can eat. Now, when you go on a ketogenic diet, it just shrinks even more. It get like that, But the thing with a ketogenic diet is you have to include a lot of fats. I mean, like plant-based fats. You can do a ketogenic diet also on a with meat products too, with animal products too. But I want to keep it raw vegan. Okay. Now, with this being said, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Okay, like this right here. This is not raw, but it's a good supplement for me, because it's good for good fats, the MCTO. I think it stands for mono something triglycerides, I forgot, but I'll let you know later. That's not raw. It's heated, but it does help me with my mind. It's a good supplement to help me with my mind, So I mainly do raw. Like when I eat raw foods. You know what I'm saying? But I use this as a supplement right here to help me. And this is one of the things that people use on the ketogenic diet. MCT oil. It's derived from coconut oil. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, going into this ketogenic diet, it has really allowed me to see how far I've came as a vegan, as a person, and just trying to find myself, man. When you start to take care of your body, when you start to take care of your look at what you eat, and say, okay, I'm not gonna put this in my body because I know it's gonna harm me. When you start to work out and be careful about what you eat, you tend to find yourself. You know what I'm saying, spiritually, and that's what I've done. I've found myself spiritually, and I give all praises to the Most High for that, man. And I still want to get better. I know I'm skinny as fuck. I mean, y'all probably think I'm skinny as fuck, but I think I still got some fat on me. Look at that right there. I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm not like 10%, but I want to get down to 7, you know. But, you know, when you go through this weight loss and wellness journey, you tend to find yourself and you always want to make yourself better. All right. So with that being said, man, hey, man, it's never too late to get started. All right. Raw Vegan Homeboy signing off. Stay healthy. Stay well.